What do you reckon, guys? Should we go in? We've had enough, yeah? Right guys, so the EdShed, and here's our first hurdle for the third day to hold me up. So the all cord plugs are in, as you know, and blah blah blah, and I thought I was having trouble with the collar, so I didn't try it. I just cut it off, and I went to do it today, put the new clutch plug, new thrust bearing in, and I went to put it on and it won't go in. Now I measured it, and I measured it again, and I keep measuring it, and the problem is casings seem to be the same. So the measurements you've taken off the casings are the same, but this is longer, a lot longer. When I put it onto a 5-speed Jaguar 4.2 5-speed ballast, or 3 point whatever it is, yeah, it'll go on there, but it won't go on there with that gearbox with the adapter plate. It's like the adapter plate needs to be about 2 inches thick. So that's come to a standstill. Now I've got another gearbox over there. Oh god, I should have got it out when I had a chance. I didn't, like an idiot. I thought, oh. So anyway, as I said, I haven't done anything else. I've got this to do. That's on my list today, but I'm beginning to feel that guy Wayne, he's coming in again. He's popped in, and so when you get Wayne round, there's only one thing that will so much Wayne's lacking into you down is alcohol. So I'm gonna possibly go to Tesco's and get some enthusiasm, and then I'm gonna come back, and then I'm gonna have to move all this stuff from here, see all that over there again, so I can get that other gearbox. Now if that other gearbox is the same problem, because I think the other gearbox is 380 as well, and that'll have the same trouble, and I've only got one ballast in, so I'm sort of in a bit of a quandary. I don't quite know what to do. What do you do when you're in a situation like this? Maybe phone a friend? I don't know. But yeah, that's a bit of a pain. That's certainly took the wind out of myself for today, and it's, I don't know, well time in the afternoon, so we'll go back to just getting on with what I can do. I don't know what to do any welding. I might have to. Obviously I might have to. I haven't got a lot of choice. Oh, sorry about that. I have to make sure that's still clean. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, so that needs to be ground off. This needs to be ground off. This needs to be altered. That needs to be bent round, and oh, you'll see it when I do it. Oh, and I had another idea. Now bear with me on this. I was going to put the sides on, and I suddenly thought, nah, because I could spot weld that roof. I could get up through there with that spot welder, I think, if I extend the jaws out a little bit. And I reckon I could spot weld the roof to those channels, hence making my life maybe slightly easier. I don't know. We'll see anyway. We'll come back to that. And as I said, this is the wrong place. This is anyway. So keep with us. As I say, we're getting there. I had a few things on the list. I think if I get some cider, maybe I'll feel better. I don't know. Maybe I won't. But we'll soon know. Talk to you soon, guys. I'm back to you in a bit. Okay, so no, still won't go on. Tried everything. Got a gap. And it's because these R380 boxes have got a longer first motion shaft, which means that the first motion shaft buries itself in the back of the crank and it locks it up and it's down. So, at great personal expense, I found a bit of plate, and I've used every grind disc I've got, cutting disc, and I've made a new and in theory that spacer will go on under the adapter, and in theory it'll space it back, and if I take another 1/8 of an inch off the end of the first motion shaft, hopefully it will clear. But I've just got so much crap in my nose, my eyes. I hate grinding. God, I hate modelling. I hate cutting this. I tried to get the old plasma cutter into action, but she just, I don't know, she won't fire up. I don't know what's wrong with it. It just won't do anything. Whether it's bollocks, I don't know. He cut some pretty big RSJs with it. Now I've got a bigger problem with that. I've only got 5 cutting discs left. 5 of the tool station ones. So, by that rationale, I can't do that much more cutting. Well, that means I can't do too much more cutting at the back, and I can't do too much more cutting. So, obviously, I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to need the cutting disc to do this gearbox crossmember. Now, I'm using another gearbox, and this has been chopped off. I've had this happen before. I had to drill and I tapped a little bracket onto there just to pick it up on, so I'm going to try that. It seems to select the gears, and this clutch fork works lovely. So I'm hoping that when I get that plate into there, this will come this way, and if I take another nut's cut with a grinder off the end of that first motor shaft, make sure it's all free. I'm going to try it. I can't find that. I know I've got some, but I can't find them. I also can't find the original pivot for the clutch fork, and I've been looking, because obviously I went down the idea of thinking I'll use that one. So I found a stabiliser I can make fit to the bellows in. I found over here, I found an abundance of thrusts, clutch arms, got some little blocks missing, but for a look, but I can't find the pivot point. And it's really annoying, because the pivot point would have been took off here when I did it, and I'd have put it somewhere, but where? I nearly had a bloody haystack. And yeah, you're going to say, yeah, you're going to open the tool cabinet and go, oh look, there's one. But they're LT77, they're a smaller thread. And I found 2 of them. I found that one, and I found another one. Didn't I? Yeah. I found 2 of them, but they both got different threads. They both got small threads. Fuck if I know. I've looked everywhere. I just don't know. I don't know what I've done with it. That's the bloody long thread. Oh, God. I searched everywhere for that, didn't I? Okay, so I'm an idiot. Right, so let's not worry about it. So we got hard pad grindings. We got plenty of soft pad grinders, but we got very few cutting. So 5 cutting discs. It's not enough, is it? It's not enough to do what I got to do. I got to do that, this. So I'm going to have to buy some more of those, and I got to do that. And I've got to try and make that fit. Obviously, when I chopped all this off, so yeah. At the moment, I'm just obsessed with trying to get this gearbox on. It annoys me. It should work. It should work. Anyway, come on guys, I'll keep at it. So, hopefully next time you see me, I will have it mated together. I hope. We'll see. Talk to you soon. Right. Okay, so, we've got a problem. Well, we've finally got that on. We had to make cut the spacer ships to space the box back. And it's fine now. But, as you can see, it's going to foul on the lift. Obviously, I have. You're right. I'm drinking. Oh boy, bloody no. Anyway, so it's going to foul on the lift, and I can't get it down because of the manifold. So I'm going to take the manifold off because I want to drill out those things and plug them. I still didn't find that. I just spent the whole bloody day doing that. All bloody day that took. Anyway, I know that won't work. I don't know about the one over there because I can't find the bloody thing. So, yeah, injured. Now obviously, it should have been painted and all that crap, and it still might. Believe me, because there's still a lot to do. But I think I might have a day off tomorrow. That's how I feel. But at the minute, I'm saying the engine gearbox is done. I've got the oil filter ready. I've got to sort the bypass pipe. I've got a distributor with electron condition. I've got my carbs, and I've got my start motor somewhere. I don't know where the bloody thing So yeah, of course, you know, obviously I've got to make a cross member for the gearbox, which I'm going to do off those with some of that plate that I've got left over from making that 1/4 inch thick spacer. So I'm going to make 2 angles off one of them and then bolt it straight up to the floor. That's my plan. That'll be alright. God, but you can see it's got to come forward. Look, it's got to go. Sorry, it's too far forward. It's got to go back. It's got to get back quite a way because we've still got to get a radiator in there. So yeah, I think that's going to be somewhere down the transmission channel, which also is going to interfere with trying to make a cross member because of the lift. So I might have to pull it out and slide it forward a lot more, and then put some weight in the back so it's got a bit of balance to it. I don't know. We'll see anyway. But yeah, so as I said, she's coming on. She's getting there. Like, we're getting there. Now, that obviously is not the original gearbox. The original one's over there. And I was going to use that 4.2 bellows in and all that, but I couldn't find the pivot. Couldn't find the clutch pivot for the release bearer, so I must took it out and done some of it. It sits somewhere in this bloody shed, so I've gone with that one. And it seems alright at the minute, so we're going to say if I can get the bypass hose, cut that, turn it round and put it vertical, make a cross member, yeah, sort of get a lever out, which is quite be far back to be honest, but don't worry about that in a minute. We just got to worry about getting a radiator now. Yeah, okay, now get the separate back in, get some brake pipes on. I noticed there's a thing missing from this side. One of the brackets for the flexi is missing. You know, the metal bracket. Anyway, so oh god, I have to make one of those. Something else to do. I still haven't done this. Mainly it's because I just haven't got the enthusiasm to start welding sometimes. Honestly, I'm sick of grinding, guys. I've got 4 discs left. I've used every disc I've got, including all the old scrap ones, to cut out that plate. And then I had to cut out the other plate. So yeah, it's not a nice job, trust me. I might have one more thing up my sleeve. I might just take that 11 foot off. It's a bit slow going, but I can do it. If I get the manifold off, then God, I know I need to paint it. Maybe I should put it up in the air and paint under the bonnet. What do you think? I could paint it, couldn't I? I hate painting. I've got black paint. I've got a brush. I've got 3 left. 3 slices left. So maybe I should do it. If I did it tonight, I ain't got to do it again. And then if I have tomorrow off, it could be drying. Yeah, alright, okay, so right guys, turn you off, say thanks for liking, thanks for watching, keep watching, and remember, it's only going to get worse, because basically, once the edge is in, I'll get the prop in, clutch is over there. I've got to modify my cylinder. I'm going to modify one of those 2A Land Rovers. Got to grind the old thing. Hang on. What do I do to paint? I hate painting. You know what? I might as well do it. I'm going to tear my compressor, as you can see. Paint the engine as well, isn't it? Maybe I should paint the engine as well. Maybe that makes sense. Paint the engine. Yeah, okay. So anyway. Alright, so yeah, basically I'm going to do a bit of paintwork. Pull that back out, get in there, I'm going to paint the front legs. I'm going to paint anywhere I can't get to when the engine's in place. Yeah? I really want to see what that gearbox transmission tunnel look like. I have a horrible feeling that gearbox is going to be somewhere in the middle of that tunnel. It's going to need some seriously, like, I don't know, maybe adjustment. Worst case scenario, I could probably use the original Jag mount. The pin and spring mount, which I think is over there. Oh, we'll see. That's got provision for a pin and spring. And I've got a pin in there. I found one in the cupboard when I was looking for the pivot for the clutch. So yeah. Oh God. Anyway. Yeah. I'll pull it out, do some paint. I don't want to. But you know what? I'm here. There's nobody else. And to be honest, why not? So, turn you off, guys. Turn you back on when you, maybe, if I get the paint done. If I don't, well then you won't see it. But if you do, I know, mount the camera on a tripod. Yeah, well, guess what, guys? It ain't always that easy when you're up here in the shed, on your own. I think if I just paint down the sides and come up to, stay away from that transmission tunnels, because I'm going to have to narrow that out. That's just too big. Maybe I could just do it until I run out of enthusiasm. What do you think? I bloody hate painting. Bloody hate it. God. Anyway, so, talk to you soon, guys. Like, subscribe, follow us about, and remember, hey, it's going to be a van thing. Alright guys, so it's the same day as the engine job and I need to pack in, but I did this and then I realised this was wrong. This wasn't far enough that way. I don't know how that happened, but this is vertical, but this didn't get put in the right place. So I've redone this one and I've got this one in line now, just like that one, because I've got no lip anyway. And I've beaten that over, so I need to put a piece in there, and then the idea is that there will be, I can use the same templates to do that, so I've got there, right? Okay, so coming around this side just quickly, I know it's the camera on the tripod. Okay, so I've got that. Now, I've got pretty tight gap on all that. This here is in. This needs to come this way, so I need to go in there. If you're looking, guys, if you want to look, I'm going to cut this here, cut this, bend this way, and then weld it. That'll bring that closer to there, bring the spat out further, and then I can just get something onto there, which is what I need to do. Just brace it up. Anyway, sorry, come on. Anyway, so, because this is looking better and better. Now, I've measured this out for the panel, which is somewhere about, I don't know where the bloody thing is. It's over there, but I don't like it, and this one is really not very nice. I don't know what happened. I think Lee cut it. I'm sorry, Lee, I'm going to throw you under the bus here. You cut that wrong. You cut too much. You should have measured 15 times and cut once. And then maybe we won't have this. But fortunately, I have a bit, I can save it. So I can use it, and I'm going to come out. I'm going to grind this off. I messed that up. I didn't get that straight. I hit it with a hammer. Bent it in. So I'm going to have to redo that. I'm going to put a piece in there and sculpt it down. So that's going to be grinding. More grinding. Anyway, so the main aim was to try and get that better, which is what I've done. So I've done it now. And I've got the spat bit better. The spat lines up with the other side now, so, and the measurements are about the same. So we're going to say that that's a good for goer. Now, in the last video I was waffling on about, I was going to do some painting. And if you get this video with that video, you will see that I was going to do some painting. But there's a problem. So I'll tell you what it is. I haven't got any freaking black paint. I've got a bit in there, 2 packs of crap, and I've got litres and litres of white gloss. So I think you know where this is heading, don't you guys? I think you all know what my favourite colour is. So, and then back doors are white. So maybe it's going to have to be white. I'm not buying any more paint to paint it. I could paint this white for nothing because I've got it. It'll go off if I don't use it, so I might as well use it. So it's going to be white. And that could be white, and I did actually find some stone chip over here. And some there. I just don't know if it's any good. I'm not in the mood to mess with it tonight, to be honest. So I'm going to say what I'm doing is I wanted to get every job I do is a job I haven't got to do again. So I know, put on a tripod. As you can see, now I've beaten that out, I can then patch that arch to the inner arch, and then I can then patch the top rail to the wing. If I get that thing beat out, I'll get that gap better. And I think I might do something on the same idea on this other side. I don't know yet, we'll see. But we're going to make some framework down here. One for the floor of the van, and two, well, for the floor of the buddy van, and the tow bar, which you can see is missing. It's down there, look. Come over here, look. Tow bar, under there, look. Tow bar, yeah. So what we're going to say is, like, for the minute, that's good, that's good. I've got enough steel length to do that panel, and I'm going to try and do it into maybe in one or two pieces. I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but I got a few issues there, and I want to try and get that bent out on that side, mainly because I know what I'm doing this side, and this side's looking how I want it. So I'm going to sort of say to myself, well, if I'm going to do it, then I want to get it looking, the other side looking like this side. At the moment the other side's looking better than this side, so we've got a bit of a problem there. That is too far back, and it should be further that way like the other side. But look, look guys, I can only do what I can do, so it's not going to be perfect. No one ever said it was going to be, as long as it works. And if it has to be white, then it'll be white. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, guys, I want it rat look, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, so I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get any help with it, so it doesn't really matter. I've got loads of red oxide, I've got loads of zinc paint, I've got loads of colours, but I've got loads of white and grey. So maybe it's going to have to be white and grey. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think it'd look too bad white, would it, guys? Do you think it'd look good white? I mean, I don't know. It's never going to be perfect, as you bloody can see. It's because I've got too many rusty panels I've used on it, to be honest. So if I got the wings DA'd down, and I got a better door, there's a better door there. I've got a better door to go on this side without all that holes in the bottom. That's a good door. That door's okay. Back doors are okay. But maybe it should just be white. Maybe rat look white. Don't know. I don't know. I really don't. But I know one thing. Anything I do today is something I ain't got to do tomorrow. So, and for all the old people out there who go, yeah, but like Bad Chad does it and he does it once. No, look, that there is great, right? If you come around this side here, you will see that not only was that wrong, but so is this. Look at this. Look at this. This should come down like that. It's their own fault. Because I bent that thing, I spent so much time beating that to try to get it straight, because it was in the wrong place. It warped out of shape. I mean, you can see down here, look, I had to cut it off to get it. I had to cut the framework. So I've got a bit of a big Johnny Big gap, but I've got no gap at all that side. So, you know, I measured it, it's alright. I'm not gonna say it's bloody perfect, but I'll tell you one bloody thing. It's better than it bloody was. So the idea is if I can get this right, and that's going to go into there, look. That'll go in there. Yep, that's going to be absolutely brilliant. I can beat that over a bit more. I'm not going to. I'm going to get it to how I want it, and then I'm not going to worry about it. No doubt. I've got to get something across the bottom here. I know that. And I've got to get something paint-wise under the bonnet. But hey, look, see that? The edge is done. So yeah, well, hey, still think it needs wire wheels. Anyway, so we'll cross that bridge. So to turn you off, guys, say hey, if you got any of this, if you upload it and you get this, just try and do it all in one video, because if if people want to watch it, they'll watch it. If they don't want to watch it, then they're not going to bother. So giving it, like dragging it out, it's not going to work, is it? So let's just say carburetors could get the manifold off. Do I want to do it? Yeah, I do. Do I do it now? No, I'm not going to do it. I'm packing it. Right guys, so I'm going to turn you off there and say, listen guys, just remember, it could be worse. If you look at this side here, that's pretty good. I can get that gap. That's looking good. Apart from that, this needs to come out, or that needs to go in. Well, that can't go in, so that's got to come out. So yeah, guys, come on. We've got the bits to cut for the channel down here, but I think I can get my spot welder to get in through there. I'm going to try it. If I can get with spot welder, then I could spot weld that roof on, and that'll alleviate a lot of the problems I'm thinking about with distortion. I know. I was going to say, yeah, but that's not how they do it. Yeah, but that's how I'm going to do it. So, unless you know, we're having possibly a Webasto sunroof. If I can find a bloody Webasto sunroof again. I don't know when I bloody pull it. I know I had one lined up to go in the Mark 1, but I thought it was too much of a shame to do it. So, I think it's going to go in here though. Especially now I spent all that time doing that bloody gearbox. God, why did I get involved in this? Anyway, let's just say, it's coming on, guys. It's coming on. Things can only get better. Obviously, that isn't white. I don't know what colour it was originally. I think it was possibly maybe green or grey. I think it's grey, gunmetal grey. I think it was gunmetal grey originally. So I don't know. Maybe we'll do a gunmetal. I don't want a gunmetal grey. No, listen, guys. I think it'll be fine. I think it's going to be fine. Whatever colour I paint it, it'll be fine. But look, the engine and gearbox are done now. The box is going to come quite a long way down the tunnel, so prop shaft's not going to be too bad. I need to make the cross member, but I'll do that when I get the engine. I need to get the manifold off so I can get the engine in, but I need to do the paintwork under the bonnet so that I haven't got to try and fight around the engine, and possibly need to paint the engine. So does seem a shame not to, doesn't it? I know you're going to say, yeah, well, I could put those rock coats with the breathers, and that's a 4.2 head on there, but it hasn't got a 4. It's got a 4.2 E-type head, but it hasn't got a 4.2 camshaft. So I've got no tacho drive. I've got the head for a tacho drive, but no tacho drive. So that's going to be having a tacho drive that won't work. Don't really want to do that. I'd rather get it working, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it anyway. So for the minute, I'm going to turn you off and say, listen guys, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'll tell you what I want to do. Once I get it down its wheels, I want to do the sun visor. And I think, alright, I know I've got to finish the welding, but I want to do the sun visor. Everything I do is a job I haven't got to do again. So, as I said before, there's now, I thought it was going to be easier than it has been, but I've been held up for clutches, metal, parts, thrust bearings, problems with the gearbox, problems with the steel supply, just problems, and now I've run out of grinding discs. So, can it get worse? Oh yes, probably a lot. Am I going to give up? No, I'm bloody not. I have worked out, and it cost me about £9 to come out and do this. You're going to say, how do you come out with £9? Because 10 cans of cider for £9. And Saturday night, and most people are having a good time. Obviously, I'm having a good time because I'm out here doing something I'm enjoying. If I wasn't going to go to this thing tomorrow, I'd keep working. But anyway, so I'm going to try and put the charge on for the other battery, for the other cameras, and I'm going to maybe take a car out tomorrow to a show. We'll see. So, I'm not doing any more grinding on it because I want to watch out for Firewatch. I've done about another 10-15 minutes out here, and then we'll pack it in and go in. So, as I said before, yeah, to be continued. See you soon.